Michelle. I really appreciate you. Take care. Bye. Hey, Mark. Sorry about that. Were you waiting?
Hey, no worries. Sorry, I was a little late.
Oh, no worries. I was just... All right.
So today, you wanted to talk about. I have a few things too, but first, let's get into yours. The font readability on the designs. Why don't you share your screen with me, and then you can show me what you're talking about.
Okay, cool.
We can make sure it's readable.
Okay.
It's funny you mentioned that because as I was going through it, I was thinking about some of the fonts and thinking they could be improved a bit. I was going to tweak them a little later, but I like that you have some feedback for that, so that's helpful.
So I think a lot of the stuff can be bolder. Boom. I know it drives you nuts. I know you don't like certain things, right?
What drives me nuts?
I know you don't like certain things. Certain stuff drives you nuts. Design. I know I'm looking at it from an amateur's point of view, but and I know this is kind of crazy, right? It's too much. But certain things get bold, right? So my assumption is that people scan, oh, twice the minus half the time. Okay, great. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, yeah. This is actually the guy that I looked at first when I was building. He even, I think, has in there maybe see you on the other, or used to. I don't think he has it anymore, but he used to. So, you know, that's why I do stuff like that, right? And what you got right on, I mean, you definitely got right on when I copied this stuff over, you kept stuff. But like some of it's just, I don't know, it's not as easy to read. I don't know, especially here. This one's really tough.
Right. So let me mention one of the tricks to being effective with bolding and italics for emphasis and drawing the eye attention is being really concise with the sales copy on the page. So if you're okay with it, if you don't mind me going through some of the copy and sort of fine tuning it a bit and just making it a little cleaner. And then selecting the important parts too.
Is that I like long sales, right? So
it's not an issue of long or short. It's just an issue of some of the wording, like some of the verbs don't match the tenses, and some I've noticed there's a few typos here and there and some punctuation issues. So I didn't want to go in there and correct those because you wrote them. But if you're okay with me going in and fixing those little things, I'm happy to do so.
Okay.
Just let me know. I don't want to overstep my boundaries.
Funnel. What did you say? Funnel. What's the sales funnel thing that we were looking at before?
Oh, ClickFunnels.
ClickFunnels. Okay.
Yeah. No, the bolding italics can be very effective if done the right way. I think I just copied directly over what you had, right?
Big. Yeah. See, this is like big, and then like very, very easy to read, right? Mm-hmm. And then see, then they switch to white so you can read it, right? It's very easy to read. I know it looks ridiculous, Mark. I know it probably drives you nuts, but this is the stuff that I feel.
Not at all. Being effective is okay with me.
In the underlining and the bold and then we can read it, right? We can read it really, really easy. It looks like a mess. There's so much going on. There's this going on, and that's kind of what my site looks like now. And even so, I'm like the site. I gotta click.
If you want to, we could do it two ways. When
Damn it. Okay, sorry. What was it?
We could do it one of two ways. Either you can go through it and let me know which text you want to be adjusted, or let me do it if you're okay with that. So I copied and pasted whatever was in the content area. So if you want something changed, we can change that. That's fine.
Okay. So this is my concern, is that and this is the concern. I'm just kind of talking out loud and talking to you, but like we don't have the long sales copy anymore. See, these guys, they have all this junk, right? No, ours looks good too, though. You know, ours still has a feel, but yeah. So like, okay, so one, readability, right? Do you feel like this is the optimal readability?
No, but not for the same issues that you do.
Okay, so no, so it's not the same, but and then you think it's because I just think it's harder to I love this background, but for some reason, and let me see, hold on, this one looks good. Yeah. Oh, I'll have to clean this up for you. So what I'll do for the FAQ is I'll go through it and adjust everything, and then I'll just say, hey, I'll send it.
A new version.
Yeah, a new version. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. And I didn't even do the whole thing because you got a lot in there. So I just did a representation of them.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'll probably put a video here. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's just, it is very legible. I just feel like it could be a little bit more legible. All right. Even when I highlight it, it looks almost, I don't know. Maybe it's not important. But anyway, what were you going to say about why you don't think it's as legible? Yeah, like, I'm like, nah. I don't like this is a little harder. I don't know. I just thought it was a little tough to read.
Okay. So what part of like the copy on the left here, what about that do you feel is hard to read?
Maybe it's not dark enough. Or
so it's not an issue of the text not being highlighted or the width or the font size. It's the contrast between the text and what's behind it.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because then it's like that's why they're on like just white and black. And I'm not
that's a fixable issue.
Right. I'm not saying that's optimal, like black, but it's just. Let's see who else. Let's go to.
You could, because they're very selective. Like this guy's the red bolded stuff. He's very selective about the specific words that he's working on, right? So, as long as and actually he did like I like James Wedmore. That's very clean, right? Very nice.
Right.
And he does have some bolding there, but it's very specific.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. His is more clean. All right. But yeah, see how it like I don't know. Just like the contrast seems better.
Yeah.
Wedmore, I think, would be the guy that we both can agree on. Yeah. It's clean. It's not a mess. He does 6-figure launches. His sites look good. They're very legible, very readable. He even has similar things where it's like these look like the things that we have that like kind of flip over. His don't flip over.
Right.
But that's cool too. I mean, they don't have to flip over either if that's tough.
No.
But yeah, I think, even, let's see.
So what about that one, the video strategy mindset? Because that's, was that hard to read for you?
Not as hard. No, not as hard.
Do you think it's because it's the white on the dark versus the black on the white? Or you think it's just that his font is just like a hair thicker than our font?
Maybe, yeah.
It's actually the exact same font, but ours is just, I think, 300 and his is 400.
Maybe it's bigger or something. I mean, we could do bigger.
It's a thickness of the stroke.
Yeah.
Slightly thicker.
But you can tell, right? This is, to you, it's the same. It's the same amount easy to read.
No, his pops out a little more.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Also, his is broken up with like some subheaders and more bolding and stuff, so it's a little easier to read that way too.
Right. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah. And it only comes to light as I see it because when I'm on the page, it's hard to. But this is looking phenomenal, Mark.
And this is excellent feedback because this is the kind of fine tuning and tweaking that will really help us, bring it out. So this is really good information to have for me, and I can go through and sort of fine tune things.
Nice. And so I kind of get what you're doing with the call out areas now, because on the original site I had like these little home like, hard inquiry thing on the side, and as they scroll down, hard inquiries, and so get out of check systems and where to find my account numbers, and we're visual learners and all that good stuff. So I kind of understand now.
This is sort of my easy solution to, instead of having a sub page on all of those different things, or having one page where they're all listed. I mean, it's 6 and 1/2 dozen of the other. So
right. Yeah. Okay, now let's
So that's the readability. So I'll if
as well.
and I agree. Actually, I like that the font there on the top. That's very readable. If we just can bold or italicize a few of the important parts and stick video in there, that would be optimal. I think.
Yes. Okay, so you were interested in cleaning up some of the copy you were saying. So I added some copy because this I pulled from the old site for Beyond Committed, but the problem is there isn't a level 2, a $27 product and a $36 product right now, right?
Right.
It doesn't, the copy doesn't build on itself. So I had to add in some more copy, make it longer so people could sit there and read it.
Right.
Do I know if people read it? I don't really know. I think people are used to it, like it. Maybe some people do read it. It helps sell. You know, sales copy has been there for a long time. So same thing with this. As I'm home, when they come down here, they're getting the pitch for the Beyond Committed right away. This sales copy I was thinking of making it longer and just kind of seeing how it looked, really trying to upsell the Beyond Committed. Hey, you're going to get this and this and this and this and stuff. A little bit different, or maybe even the same as that.
Yeah, if you make that longer, I can just stick the 16 money back guarantee as its own box along the bottom of everything. So
right, and
do whatever you want to do with that.
Okay, cool. And let's see. I was thinking of putting a little check mark here for email support, and I checked email support. Yeah, because we offer it anyway, but it's kind of nice that we put it out there. That way they know.
I would honestly put that higher up because a lot of people just sell you a digital product and you never hear from them again. And that would, for me, that would be one of the deciding factors.
Okay. Well, I think we'll put it at the bottom.
Yeah, maybe you don't want to advertise.
Yeah, not too much, but it's still there. It's still really taking a leap because, and we have it, and it is good. Yeah, most people sell a digital product and you never hear from them again, and that's the difference between the best and the rest of the guys. You know.
Sure.
So I think that will be a good selling point, and people have stuff they get from other people. I'm like, well, now.
Absolutely.
I was hoping you'd pick it up. Be like, hey, I'm in a meeting, and then get into it. Okay, so this is good. Now, anytime we kind of touch the site and stuff like that, sales can go up or there's can be ups and downs. You never know either. You know, it's like
it's all about testing.
Yeah. So, do we have a contingency plan where I'm like, okay, having 3 products is stronger, having 4 products is stronger? Because a lot of the stuff that I learned was on the fly from other marketing people, and I had a mentor, and he was like, it's really good if you can get 3 products out there. They help upsell the other, or help sell or whatever. But there's a lot of products out there that don't so we talked to and this is the thing about James Wedmore. This is interesting because he's not selling a bunch of stuff on his page, but and we're really creating our own thing, we're not crazy like ClickFunnels, although, because to me, it's like too much. I stopped reading after a while,
It is. I mean, look at the sidebar, like where it's like a little bitty dot to scroll up and down, right, on the grabber on the side.
Yeah, it's huge.
And then look at James Wedmore, how much longer it is. And,
it's precise.
Yeah,
and I like that. Yeah.
ClickFunnels to me is sort of like they took the spaghetti and just threw it on the wall to see what sticks. And then James Wedmore was like, okay, I'm just gonna shoot it right at those specific spots that I know will work on the wall.
Yeah. And I think this is stronger, much stronger, because we don't even use ClickFunnels, so forget it. But I did buy from MI41, so I thought that was pretty good. But his has changed a lot too. So okay, and then
I'll go back. I'll go through James Wedmore's site too and kind of borrow some, because actually it's interesting. His color scheme is very similar to ours too.
Yeah, I noticed. I think that's no coincidence. So I think that would be good. And
yeah, so I'll go through and still borrow some elements from what they're doing and see if I can integrate those two.
Cool. And then maybe in the future, I'm just thinking out loud, because we have the YouTube, which is cool.
To answer your question, if you want to implement other products, it's all modular. So we can take and stick in a $29 product if you want to do something like that. That's pretty easy to do.
Okay, cool. So like videos and rescore or something like that. Yeah. Okay, cool. Just in case if I'm like, oh no, I don't know what's going on or whatever, because if the sales don't stay the same or go up, might be a little, you know, I get. So
Yeah.
I just don't know how many.
My inclination is that they might. So you're trading two things. So one, what you were doing before is your sales heavy community light. You didn't have a way to connect with the community on your website. There's no community there. There's no engagement with anyone, but you're selling a lot of stuff. But for longevity of your business, you need to create a community of interest, and you have to create these people that you're engaging with and that are engaging with each other and support what you're doing. Because those are the people you'll be able to sell to over and over and over to in perpetuity, right? These are like your cash cows for forever. So if you can build that community up with a single email, you can generate, you know, thousands of dollars of revenue, just making an offer to these people who are committed to you already. So there is as you build your community up, that resource does take away a little bit of the immediate sales. So you're gonna have to recognize that that's something that happens with a business, especially an online business. So you're trading immediate gains for long-term viability.
Have you seen this before? Have you worked in this?
Yeah, I've seen that happen to many people. It's not an unusual thing. It's if you're going for the quick sale, which to some degree that's what your business is doing now. It's going for the quick sale because it's very marketing focused and not community driven. Then you're going to make a lot of more sales and really quickly. If you're going for the community thing, but you're eventually going to saturate. You're going to get to a point where you reach everyone that could be interested in you, or something to that effect. But you haven't built a community around those people. But if you build the community, that's why a lot of bloggers and a lot of people focus on building the community first, build their audience, then find out what product they want, and then they build a product for that audience, and then they sell like gangbusters, right? So most of the big bloggers and people who make tons of money online, that's the route they went. You went the other direction, which is very unusual, and it's amazing that you made it work, to be honest. But now you have to work on building the community up, which means you have to start engaging with people through your website and start creating content that gets shared and people start engaging with. So that's a different challenge. It's a different type of business, but it's a longer term business model.
Yeah. I think you're right. Jara's really helped with that initially. She was like, "You got to get these YouTube videos."
She's definitely down with the community building stuff. You can tell from what she's doing.
Yeah.
She's starting to see traction for that, right? I mean, her subscribers are getting up there. She's getting a lot more engagement from people.
Yes.
I remember back at her first couple of videos, it was like me and you were the only people commenting.
Yeah.
Now it's a lot of people talking to her.
Yeah. So that's good. So the community eventually want to build get them on other platforms too, right?
Sure.
Get them on the Instagrams and the Facebooks. I don't have a fan page yet or anything like that, so I gotta figure that out. You
might want to figure out in your videos, start ending it with a call to action saying, "Hey, if you'd like to join, maybe make a Facebook group where people can come and just interchange and say, hey, check out my Facebook group. We'd love to have you in there to talk about stuff," just so you can get somewhere where they can go and start engaging with you and your community and start building that community, people talking to each other, right?
Right.
And it's free to start a Facebook group. And then once you got a couple hundred people in that Facebook group, then you just let them know, hey, we got a new website, check it out, go here. And then you just get those people to, and then they can all kind of follow whatever directions you give them because you've helped them create this organization.
Cool. And what's nice is so with the Facebook group too, I could always post a picture and being like, hey, new product or new t-shirt.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. They're ripe for that.
Teaching how to build your own credit repair business. I've done it for 3 years or whatever. And
it's almost as good as having an email list. I would say it's secondary to that, but email list is better. But Facebook group, I committed, organized, engaged Facebook group is amazing.
Too, yeah. And then Instagram would be good for posts and things like that. So I gotta figure that out as well. There's so much that took precedence when we first got together. Just getting things stable. So okay. Every time I very much am in it. I'm very much short term and yet I need to be long term. I need to be looking at the picture.
I mean, there's honestly, there's nothing wrong with short term businesses, but you've got to recognize that while one business is going, you got to start thinking about what the next short term business is, because it's short term by definition, right? It means it's not going to be around for the next 5 years.
Right.
If you want to build a business that's 5-10 years long, then you got to really start building that foundation for it.
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah. And then this plays. Ooh, I like that. Pops up.
Brandon Weaver here again, and
Now,
I want to show you my new
eventually we'll switch this to autoplay. Yeah, which will be cool.
We can do autoplay if you want to.
Okay, cool. We don't have to do it right this second while we're building and all that. That might get annoying, but yeah, when we launch, I would definitely want autoplay.
Okay.
Yeah, and they can turn it off too if they want, but I like the autoplay. And
I like that autoplay will be closer to the top of the page.
Yeah.
And scrolling through that page is.
Yeah. And I'm hoping that we have, because I was looking at the stuff and I'm like, okay, if the site's better, we might have more conversions. My hope is that people that would jump for a $27 or a $36 product will go for a $49 product.
See, now it's interesting with pricing tables, testing wise, they always go for the middle product if you have 3.
Oh,
Because the low one is like, well, that's easy. The high one is like, well, it's a little in the middle one. They always go for the Goldilocks. It's the Goldilocks effect for sales pages. So they always go for the middle one. So if you want people to go for 49, then I would offer a 149 or something in there, or a 99 or something. You stick a 99 in there, everyone will go for the 49. It's just psychology.
yeah, I feel you. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, that's something to think about.
Or stick a 69 and a 39. Whatever it is, whatever one you want people to go for, make that the middle price product, and that's what the majority of people get.
I've noticed most people go for this 9 one.
9 is a really cheap price.
Right.
Maybe that's like your tripwire, right?
Here's what I've learned. Here's what I've learned when I was doing it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I was putting products on all on one page, right? So the 9 was up front, and I put the next one, 27 and 36. And I had videos for them all. And I noticed if I didn't tell them to scroll down, they all went into the $9. Like one day I had like almost all $9 sales. This was like a year and a half ago, right? And so then I was like, okay, direct them down and then get the video autoplay down there for a new product, $45 product, and try and get people down there. So people would go down. And then I got the pricing table so they could all see it all up front, right? So I think maybe with testing this, they'll be able to, they'll get the Beyond Committed package pitch. They'll get the Beyond Committed package pitch here. We're saying best value here. We're saying most popular here. Perhaps we will just kind of funnel them this way. We'll guide them that way because, the $9 product is at the top of the page for the most part. That's what they're coming from. Even though the pricing table's there, they have to scroll all the way down to take a look and read. And so, yeah, it's possible. And then if we're like, okay, like we were talking about like, okay, well then we need a third product. Then I think maybe that's a good, a good marriage of our thoughts is like, okay, we get a third product and it's even more expensive. It's like $99 or something like that, And then they're like, oh, okay, well I can do 49 or something like that. Or we just play with, or we do the $36 or whatever, we figure it out. And
yeah, test. And you're gonna test. Yeah. You just got to test. It's tons of testing, tons of like going back and forth, figuring things out, tweaking for like months and months and months, and until you find that sweet spot that's just perfect.
Right. Yeah.
How long did it take you to find that sweet spot for the current version of the site, right? And it got to the point where you're just so afraid of even changing a couple words because you didn't want to upset the balance. Yeah. It's going to be the same with this. We're going to start kind of like, okay, well, I think we're like 70% of the way to there. And then how we can get to 75%? How can we get to 80%, 85%? We'll just keep tweaking until we can get to that 100% and we just really lock it in.
Yeah. Well, back then it was different though.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah. And then, how would I was running everything and I know you're doing great. I have, I'm very happy, but, how would one, be able to like log in and like, how would I log in and be able
when the site launches, I'll give you editor access to the site. You'll be able to go in and change things. I'll have some tutorial videos on the back end of the site that you can go and see exactly how to do whatever you need to do. Okay. And so you always have access to that information. Okay. So the goal for me is to give you access to be able to change the content that you need to change while I can help you with the backend maintenance, security backups, scanning, stuff like that. So,
right.
So I wanted to mention on a couple pages. What I realized was that the way I've been doing the content checklists for clients is really challenging for my clients. I have another client that's actually a writer, and she just cannot wrap her head around how the content checklist is set up. And I realize it's because of the way I did it. So I'm going to actually, 1 year is pretty long, but I'm going to go through it and revise a few things in there and take out the stuff that we've already got locked in. And you can, anyway, I'm going to go through and change the content checklist. I'll send you a new version in another day or two. And so you can see exactly what's still left to do, and it'll be a little more visual. You'll be able to
Just make a
understand.
new one. Can you just make a new one?
Yeah, I'm going to be making a new one, not revise the old one.
Okay, yeah, that'd be good, because one, I might be like, oh, what was that? I need to revise it. This looks fantastic, popular videos. And then the other thing is, yeah, that's very helpful.
And I think because it's separating out the right and left brains, there's a disassociation there somehow. So, and not just you, but other clients, I've noticed they'll write things that aren't applicable to the part of the page that is referencing.
Right.
If that makes sense. So it needs to be more clear, and that's an issue of how I set it up. So I'm going to work on that.
This guy right here. So we probably don't, or did I just not do well here?
You didn't fill those parts in, so I wasn't sure if you didn't want those in there or not. So I just copied the text that you had available.
Yeah, I don't know if we need them. I just not sure.
You can take it out.
I mean, yeah, let me know if you feel like this is, but I think this is pretty good. I'll make a video here, and people like the videos where I'll,
Yeah, absolutely.
do it for you.
We can stick a video right above the Awesome Life Group Inc.
Yes.
LLC.
Yeah.
And then right underneath the graphic, we'll just go straight down to the bottom to the DIY thing. So also the call to action, if they want to do it themselves, they can.
Yes. Or do it yourself, blah, blah, blah. And they can, get the book. That's great.
Yeah.
This is wonderful. Yeah.
Right there too.
Okay. What else were you going to say? So yeah, long copy, want to get those sales. Good. Let's see. So do we need a video here? I'm Brandon kind of video.
Yeah, I'm Brandon video.
Yeah. Okay. And this is the autoplay sales. And then I like it because we're doing a lot. That's the thing. I shouldn't sweat the sales copy too much, because right here, we're going to do a lot of videos. That's my medium. That's my thing.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, that's what people are going to look at.
Yeah. So this would be like, this is the difference between our packages. Beyond Committed, they'll have that there. And then a 609 video.
We'll get that in there too.
I guess
I've finished almost all the top level pages, so I'm not going to start going into the middle ones.
I think this can be the one from YouTube, the big one. Yeah, the big one, I think. So I'd probably put that one there. Yeah.
Yeah, just send me a link and I'll
Okay.
pop it in there.
Cool. Yeah, I just was thinking out loud what that would be. And then,
Give me a day or two to finalize the new content checklist. And when I send that over, it'll be clear what you need to do, put where.
subscribe on YouTube. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. And then these, where are these on the checklist? Hold on, let me go to the checklist.
Yeah, so I know those have been the confusing part, I can tell.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not 100% sure. I think I
So
know what they are.
go down to the videos page. Just way down.
Oh, and closing your door.
Yeah. It's like that's the conference room next to me.
You're in a shared work, huh?
Yeah.
So something like email support I put in there. And then we still had like a fully committed instead of a beyond committed thing.
Yeah, I'll change all of that.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So ignore all the green text. That's just text I need to go through and
Okay.
organize. So keep going down to where videos starts. It's past this, I believe.
Yeah, so like not fully committed, but beyond committed. Oh yeah, okay. So you wanted to clean up text and copy, you were saying?
Well, I mean, I noticed typos here and there, and I wasn't sure
Yeah.
if you wanted me to go through and fix those or not.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that would be good. Yeah. Oh, and then I have this weird long call out for the free vacations. You see like the long sales script that I had on the other side. I don't know if it's too long.
It's for the travel hacking stuff, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays, I guess. It's hard to tell. Or maybe I can make it shorter. But this is basically,
That's from the current site, yeah?
yeah, this was from the $27 package copy, you know?
Okay, gotcha.
I like copy.
Well, stick it on. Worst that can happen is you say, I don't like it, let's change it.
Right.
Change it.
As I see it, yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's way too long, or what the and there's videos from Europe and Japan now. We had from Europe last year. And then I'll make a new travel video here. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, because we have videos here. Probably not. Probably not. So, where's the strikeout?
I think it's under format.
Format? It's under format? Okay. Yeah. So probably not. We have images, right?
Oh yeah, tons of those.
Of me and Jared traveling and stuff. And maybe I can even send some more different stuff or whatnot. But yeah, I liked those that were there. Those are cute from when we were traveling together. So what is this one? Page video libraries. What is this one?
What page are you on now?
Page bottom video library CTA title. And we're on the Beyond Committed package.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me set myself.
Yeah, product Beyond Committed.
Let me look. Put it down. Oh, it's on the Beyond Committed page. You know, the Beyond Committed page is sort of a mess at the moment. So let's tackle that once I get into there.
Okay.
I think it's just the CTA at the very bottom. But going to the video page, wherever that is.
CTA is call out area, right?
It's call to action.
Call to action. Oh. Call to action video. Okay. Call to action. Okay. Well, yeah. All right. So we'll figure this out as you update.
Yeah, I'll do the new content checklist. It'll make it more clear what those boxes are.
Cool. Name of this video. Yeah. So there'll be testimonials.
Well, the video topic is whatever. I mean, the testimony, that's just going to a temporary page. It's not actually.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I stuck it down there though. I have to make a testimonials page too, of course.
All right. Jared got me this hat in Tokyo.
Oh, that's sweet.
Say hi to Mark. Oh, he can't.
I heard. Hello. World traveler.
Yeah, she's a world traveler, man. Yeah. Maybe I'll take a trip too. I've just been kind of in it, man. In it. Trying to get these countries rocking.
Traveling maximalist.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, these free YouTube videos are a great primer. I love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah. And that's, I'm sure Jara heard a lot of this stuff, but the big thing about this site too, Jara, which I think you like, is like Mark was saying that not only is it going because the old site is all marketing, pretty much all sales for the most part, and that's how I really designed it. I was like, we're gonna sell, it's marketing. I'm gonna learn copy from other sites and borrow and do whatever it takes. But Mark was really inspiring, just like you, Jara, was like, you also want to build up your community and engage with your community, and they can trust you. And so that way you have a stronger sense of community so you can resell. And that's a big thing. It's like when you hit that, you offer that upgrade to everyone, right? Kind of by accident. It worked out well.
Yeah, we got a big push.
Yeah, a couple $1,000 in like the week or whatever. So
imagine if like 3 times a year you had an upsell that you were giving to all your $9 product people, right? So every 3 months or every 4 months, you send an email to everyone who bought $9 products the previous quarter, and you just gave them that upsell. It's like recurring additional revenue every quarter of the year.
Right. And I haven't taken too much look at those emails that were a little bit okay with higher risk stuff. Did you look at that too much or not? We're busy with
I just sort of did the research on it, but I've been focusing on the website.
Yeah, we're really working on that. Yeah.
It's definitely something to look at as we get closer to launching.
Cool. I like Gumroad. I do like Gumroad. It's slick, and it's something closer to launching that we can worry about. Almost, it's funny. I would say that Gumroad might be our number one, unless we find something that just integrates boom, boom, boom so well but like Gumroad's like click and they get it and they, you know what I mean? So we'll see how it works, but that's something later down. I didn't even need to bring that up, but that's kind of how I was feeling. But who knows? At first I was like, no Gumroad, and so.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
That took some convincing.
Yeah. It was good. Cool.
I like that you have opinions.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So
This looks good too. I don't think we need like a special logo or anything. 609 Credit Card.
That's okay with it's kind of hacked together, but I think it works okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
At some point, when you really get like your community of 100,000 people and they're all like, you know, hanging on your every word, then you might want to invest in some more brand.
Right. Yeah. That's nice. I like that.
So the Get Help page, we're going to take out the middle section, and then I'll stick a placeholder video for now, and then the Contact Us page. Okay, go there.
I like the way it's set up, the questions, and I'll make a video here. It's like, hey guys, thanks for checking us out. We've got all the frequently asked questions right below. If your answer is in the FAQ, then please shoot us an email on our secure message form right here, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks, guys. So that'll be something like that. And this is wonderful, right? So I'm going through, I'm switching it, but then this is great. Like just quick. Interesting. Now, so, this is what I want to talk about. So on the FAQ on the current site, if we were to go to the FAQ right now.
Go ahead. I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Let me see. Where did I put this FAQ? Oh, there it is.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, you linked me to the Google Doc.
Nice. So if we go here right now. No one's
That's weird.
oh, there we go. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So there's usually always someone looking at this doc.
Yeah, yesterday there were like 8 people on there.
Right. And it's because it's on the site. And I like that because it gives them some maybe, it's interesting. It's like,
here's what you can do. I know you like having that peek at who's looking at something. What you can do is pick out the top 10 questions, the ones you get asked over and over and just driving you crazy. Stick those on the Contact Us page. Right below it, have a big call to action saying, need more answers? Click here for our entire FAQ document that you can have.
I like that.
Then,
I do like
then the people who still have questions will go to that. You won't get as many people on there, but at least it'll give you a little bit more like, oh, people.
That's cool. Yeah. That's great. Yeah. So that way this isn't just the full FAQ because that's just too much. Yeah. But I'll go through. That's what I'll do. I'll make a new doc. Let me write that down. New FAQ for Mark.
So like the top 10 would be perfect. And you can even put on the doc saying these are the top 10 from the website, link back to the website, and then here's all the new ones or some, you know.
Right. Top 10. Well, or, okay, yeah. Well, because I do, well, okay. Yeah. Top 10. Okay. New FAQ for Mark. And then, so it's not so much, and it's not just so much that I like seeing that people are there, but I know that people are on the website looking at this because it says FAQ. In the link. I know it's kind of small.
Proof of engagement to some degree, right?
Right, but what I like to see is that people are doing it. Maybe it's helping elicit sales. I don't know, but it's like it's tricky because you had Learn More here, which was kind of cool. I'm thinking, do we need like? And if you have questions, check out our FAQ or something. I don't know, or like maybe something buried down here. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Because it's on the main page, right? It is. It's like in the $9 thing. But then again, maybe it's slowing down. Who knows? Who knows?
Scroll down the page.
All right, it's slowing down. Yeah. Slow down.
All the way down. Let's stick it there next to testimonials too. We'll stick an FAQ link as well. Just so we
that's good. That's really cool. Yeah. And then that can actually take them to like here even. Yeah,
I could take them straight to the FAQ part of that page, and then that will have the call to action to check out more FAQs.
Yeah, and then the contact us, and then it's like, still have questions, check out our full FAQ. Yeah, right down here or something like that. Yeah.
No, I would even put it right after the FAQ itself, because you have the 10 questions there, and then right above the contact form, you stick that there because you still want to mitigate the number of people that have to contact you.
Yeah. So then I can be like, we've got We've got an FAQ.
Yeah, I can put there what we'd like to ask and say, check out our top 10 FAQ questions right here. And then you have the top 10. And then underneath that, say, have even more questions, check out our full FAQ.
Okay, so before you change any of that, let me make the new doc because I'm not sure if it's going to be 10 or 15 or 20 or
Sure.
5 or 20.
I'll use 10 as a placeholder for now. Once you know the actual number, we'll just
Okay. Or yeah, just check out our top FAQ questions or whatever, or what would you like to ask? I do like that though. But whatever. So I can change this to being like, check out our FAQ below. Yeah, I'll figure that out. Okay. And then, cool. So videos for Mark, new FAQ for Mark. Man, we're getting close, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Sounds like we're getting close.
Go to the About Brandon page.
Yes.
So I'll take a look at that. Okay, I think that looks okay. I stuck the video there. There's more text, and I'm going to play around with the visibility too, like we talked
Thanks,
about.
yeah.
Keep going down the page.
So do you want pictures here, or?
I mean, I stuck a picture of something you need credit for, so I just and something nice, and then I just sort of used images that correlated to what you're talking about. But if you have other images you think would work better, that's fine too. Personal image is great.
Yeah, probably don't want to use the stock stuff. I'll probably get something to.
Yeah, if you have a picture of you next to some fancy thing that you need credit for, that's great.
Yeah, pictures. There's expensive vehicles in here, so maybe I'll go get a picture next to one of the Ferraris or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think there's a Maybach out there too. So, all right. So we'll take a picture of that.
And then you could I don't know what. There's some picture of someone holding a credit report or something maybe down here. I'm not sure what to put there. And then we have down you on the other side down there.
Yeah.
It looks like the other side of Mordor, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'll see you, Michael.
And what do you think about, so we always have the trailer here, right? Which is cool. What do you think about the other testimonials? Because I had someone just send in a new testimonial video.
Mm-hmm. We'll have the testimonials page, right? So we can, and even here, if you go down a little bit lower, below those green boxes, we can stick a little link, or maybe somewhere on here, not underneath those buttons because we want people to click on those, but somewhere we can stick here, click here for more testimonials, just some little text link or something. And then
or videos, it drops. Oh yeah, I don't like too many drop downs. It gets confused because I could do videos.
Yeah, where videos are going to be about credit repair topics. So it's going to be things that help people out. Testimonials don't help people out; they help you out. So we don't want to force those on people, right?
Well, they do help them out. People say they like them. They do. They're like, I went through all the comments.
They help them make decisions.
Which is good.
To buy, which helps you.
Right. Yeah. It is. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. But I'm just thinking like to use the same testimonial video over and over. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I saw this one on the main page. Interesting. I'll have to think about it still, because we're both kind of like, the testimonials though, it's interesting. They're not gonna probably click. I'll think about it.
That's just going to be on committed page right now, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'll have to talk to Jared about the testimonials, because we have a lot of strong testimonials, Jared.
Yeah, well, we'll definitely stick them all on their own page, but then how we use them throughout the site and how we link to them, that's the question. So we can.
Right, yeah. Okay, cool. Just the testimonials, because we have the trailer, we have that sizzle reel, and that's on different pages throughout the site. So we're using that one over and over. Do you think that's good, or we should use some of the longer formatted testimonials throughout occasionally? Sizzle. She likes sizzle throughout.
Right.
We get more, we'll make another sizzle one.
When we get more, we'll make another sizzle one.
There you go. Yeah, and then we have half of one, half of the other.
Yeah. Because they're boring, she says. Yeah. Cool. Good. I mean, that's why she's part of this company,
There you go.
She's good.
Director
okay,
Mike.
cool. And then, they can be on there somewhere. But, we can bury them if we need to on the testimonials page or whatever. Okay, cool. Cool. Pictures, videos, the GitHub video.
I'll summarize what we talked about and
okay, great.
So that we kind of have all those things.
Yeah. Anything else you needed to talk about? I know I dominated a lot of it. But.
No, that was good. Let's see, designs, content. We talked about that. We talked about yourself. Yeah, I think we're good. So I'll be sending you the new content checklist that hopefully will be easier to follow. I'll go through and make those changes to the readability and typography of the site and some of the contrast of words sticking out a little bit better. Yeah, see, actually, you're right. The Latin text here under get answers looks really good. That's a good size. I think I'm going to just duplicate that size throughout the rest of the site because that's a good size. And then we'll work on the FAQ page and the get help page, take out the middle section. I'll flesh out at least an initial version of the testimonials page, and then start working on some of those sub pages for products and videos.
Nice. This is looking good, Mark. Fantastic.
Out for us.
Jared thinks this is going to move us to a whole new level, right? Jared thinks sales are going to go up, engagement's going to go up, everything. She thinks it's going to be
from parking level 3 to parking level 2.
Yeah. Next level, man. She definitely believes it. And she's usually right. I mean, right? You were like, do more videos, Jared, and it was even better. So she's not. She's been an entrepreneur a long time. So
the phrase "she is usually right" is said often everywhere.
Awesome.
So
yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, cool, Mark. Yeah. Thanks for giving me so much time. I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we're pretty solid for this round of it.
I haven't checked number too much this week. How are sales doing?
Sales are strong still. Like there's days where like we'll do like days where we'll do $900, and then there's days we'll do 500, 600. You know, this month projected to be lighter than last month. But in the ballpark of what we have on at like, 25,000, 24,000, something like that.
Great.
I like to see 1,000 a day. I like to see 30 like we did last month.
Mm-hmm.
We had a big spike in the beginning of last month before we had our little hiccup, and then moving forward. And, I freak out anytime we change something. So we changed the template on the site, right? It looks a little different, but really Jared was like, it's nitpicky, long term, we see fluctuations. Like we changed something on the site back in April, and then sales did come back up at the beginning of August into where we did 30 again. And those numbers were going really well. We might have done 35, 40. And I don't know, it's different. Things change. YouTube is changing their format and stuff. New competitors to the space.
Right.
And we're going to slay all of them. We're going to kill all of them. You know what I mean? That's the goal.
Got to build that audience, man.
Yeah. The new site is going to be more fantastic. Jared's helping me keep, doing videos and staying on top of it and being the #1 creator. And she's helping a lot. And we have an editor if we need an editor. So yeah, and I'd like to see, and then the other company is good too. This company helps drive sales for the other company. And when we get them in that subscription model, the other company, Jared was big about that. She was like, eventually that
that's recurring revenue right there.
Will outperform this one. And it's getting close to being similar. And so what's nice is like, I need to hire someone in the other company. We need a new office. We need a bigger office. We got to buy a new computer. We need to expand. And it's great. We have clients. I have like an assistant here to help me now. But really it's like, if we can get more manpower, we could probably do more sales in the other company. And then I might be not so concerned with like, oh my God, I got to squeeze an extra $5, grand out of this company or whatever, right? Because that's really what we're talking about. We're coming in at like 24, 25, and I'm like, I'd really like to see it at 30. But if that other company's bringing in 50, 60, 80, then I'm like, oh, whatever.
Then it's all about, then it's basically this company is just a marketing vehicle for the other company.
Right, yeah. And then everything on this is gravy. And that's what.
And then imagine if you get an email list for this stuff going on, and you not only can you sell the $9 people up to the $49 level, but you can sell the $49 people on the service.
Yeah, you can sell the $9 people on the service. They have.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And the service is really great because they stay there 4 to 6 months. I think on average, our client stays about 3 months. And now it's $199 for the first month, $149 every month after that.
Yeah, that's doable.
Phenomenal situation. And it's the overhead is a small office in Pennsylvania, a couple of employees, and we're off to the races, you know? We have more clients now than my partner Cornita can keep up with. You know, it's such a great thing.
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it's a great problem to have. So I really should be looking at the positives of that and really being like, that's where the money is. You know, that's where a lot of more money can come from. And so
Absolutely.
it's taken time to kind of get it all sorted because, you know, when we first met, we were just trying to stabilize things, and I was panicking over the holiday, right? Because we didn't do anything until February. And so I had shut down that company, the other company, for 3 months. We didn't take new clients because I didn't know what to do. Yeah. So we're recovering from that. We're doing really well. But I'm glad we did because I talked to Jara and she was like, you got to up your prices. You know, we got a team in place, Chris, you. It wasn't just me and Jara. We had Cornita who actually we did hire someone for Cornita, but that person quit. You know, it's good that she did, though, because we know a lot more of what we can do without a person because Cornita is handling a lot. But we need to put some people in place. I'm maybe thinking of taking a trip out there and working with Cornita for a little while, seeing what it's like out there, get into it, and help her find someone and something like that. So we'll see.
Hiring good people is such a challenge. You really got to be diligent with that.
Yeah. And it's so fortunate to have that other company. It wouldn't have necessarily been because I was like, well, this is working. I'm making some money. Forget it. I don't have to deal with people, you know. But
how'd you find her anyway? Or how'd she find you?
Yeah, crazy. I guess we don't need the screen share anymore. Yeah. It's crazy. Like,